Alrighty guys, so I still need to get a haircut. I'm a little scruffy. This is the first upload of 2025 shop update. I'm actually recording this on New Year's Eve. I'm still at the shop working. So I worked until noon at my other job, came over here today, valve seals came in for this girl. So when I had replaced the valve seals, I'd already gone through the head, checked everything else, made sure all the valves were seating appropriately, did replace a couple valves that were pitted pretty bad and I just didn't like them. Went ahead, put it back together, got everything squared up, fired up, warmed up, burned off a bunch of oil that was in the exhaust, and put it on the dyno. With the tune that was in it, it was making 148 horsepower. Okay? On the same motor. That's not before the refresh, that's after the refresh, right? 148 horsepower. So, it was pig rich. Like, we're talking 0.6 lambda across the frickin' board, terrible rich. Pulled that flash out of it, and went ahead and got my sticker on there to replace the sticker that was on it. And I found more horsepower, a lot more horsepower than that tune that was in there. It's now making 165, same dyno calibration, same weather, and it was all done within an hour. So, not a big deal. These are fairly simple. So this bike has a small airbox mod, short stacks, stock pipe with M4 slip-on. That's it. Bone stock motor. So it's pretty obvious you don't need to add 15 to 18% more fuel. However, the previous flash between 4,000 and 8,000 RPM had 15% more freaking fuel in it. And then above that was 18% more fuel, which is ridiculous. I am now pulling... Let's see. I did a quick flash, right? I didn't spend a lot of time on this. Where'd it go? Where's my Willage? Did I close Willage? I did close Willage. Alright, well that opens up. We'll talk. So, while that's opening up, I've got the concourse back. For some reason, in eco mode, that thing idles at like 2,000 RPM. I don't know why eco mode has a higher idle, but it's weird. Everything else, really haven't done much. The rod knock booster motors tore down, cleaned up, prepped, ready for assembly. Rods are on the way here. Head gasket's here. As he's paying for parts, I'm ordering parts. Eric's, I still have not received a deposit, so I can get that crank. Hopefully I get it this week, otherwise I'm sending it back. I gotta send the crank back. It is what it is, we'll just have to wait for it. And they won't order it without money up front this time. So that's gonna screw that account up. But it is what it is, I trusted someone. Let's see, open. Rev 1, because I only made one revision. Okay, so in the IAP low map, I did add fuel, 5%, because when it was cold, it was lean and it wasn't happy. As soon as it warmed up, it was happy. In the TPS, 5% in the low map, because obviously lean. In the main, though, this is my quick flash, right, for this combo. We are adding 10% for an erroneous number up here. There's an erroneous number in the tune. I clean up, smooth out. But down through here, we are pulling 7, 10, 8, 11% fuel. And up top, we're pulling 6, 5. So in total, you're talking about 20+% fuel pulled out. That thing could have sprayed nitrous on the flash that was in it. I don't know what that flash was for, but it was not for that combination. It shouldn't go in any stock motor Busa. It should go in like 1441 would probably use that. 1441 would probably use about that fuel. So maybe it was a 1441 flash that accidentally got thrown in there by the individual trying to make more power. But in any case, it's done. It's wrapped up. It's not smoking anymore. It sounds like a freaking sewing machine again. Golly, it sounds good. There was a few valves out of adjustment, a few other things. But little shit. Let's see. The MS3 bike, I'm waiting for a package to get delivered. I'm going to check the tracking on that here, because I believe it shipped out yesterday, which means it'll probably be here tomorrow. So we'll see on that. If that's the case, I need to get it on the lift, start working through it. I do need to knock this one out tomorrow morning. It's not a big deal. It's just an idle adjustment. It's probably the high idle actuator that just needs back down because it's probably too high. Not a big deal. I didn't run it all the way up to temp. He said it only does it when it's hot. Not a big deal. I'll run it all the way up to temp. I'll make sure it's happy. It's just probably going to start with a lower idle at the high idle for start, but at least eco mode won't be 2,000 freaking RPM. But yep, that's what we got going on. I'm going to go ahead and close up the bathroom so that stays heated. It is supposed to start getting really cold. I can already feel it. And I'm going to go get me a snacky snack. And I will come in the morning, adjust idle on that, put it on the dyno to verify, pull that off the dyno, put the fairings on it. Because if y'all can't tell, we got fairings every bloody where. Sometimes it's nice when people like Brett don't send me fairings. Makes for a lot less stuff hanging from the ceiling, but it'll only open up. That thing's only going to open up one hook. Lord. I need to get a couple of these done. Waiting on deposits. Y'all have a beautiful new year.